Mhm. Hi guys, I'm a little bit late today. Had some household stuff to do. Yeah, Ever looks good. For me, it's too thin. On some days, it trades less than 100,000 shares. So for me, it's not gonna be a trade. But yeah, it looks good. Better buy point would have been on this earnings day, but the second one, third ones can work too. It's a recent IPO. It's been building higher lows for the whole year. I mean, why can't this thing go to 50 or something? Absolutely. Too thin for me. There's no way I can trade it. Way too thin for me, unfortunately. I'm thinking about this EVBG. It's also a little thinner kind of a stock, but it looks great on the weekly chart. Just coming out of a range, 3-month range, and it's been going sideways most of the year. So I don't know. Baba? Oh shit, Baba, yeah. Of course my alerts are not going off, but yeah, oh man, I have so much exposure already, but yeah, I'll buy some, I have to. Also thinking about shorting this PCG, it's up 130% in the past 6 sessions. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. Oh, this Baiji in China stock is having another agreement with a US pharma company. Oh shit! PCG, I missed my entry here. See if we can bounce back. I'm about 20 minutes behind today. I'm just so pissed off right now. Oh, the middle of the earnings season too. Oh, come on TC2000, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, things are... My positions are working, but everything else is just annoying me right now. Let's see here. My platforms are slow as hell. Okay, I think I got filled. No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, takes a lot of patience. Oh, now it loaded. AA is coming out of it. Actually starting to reclaim its declining 200-day aluminum stock. Same thing with CNX. I didn't get filled on PCG. I got 6,300 shares filled, which is nothing. This AGRX I think is gonna be a nice short candidate. Probably not today. It's a little bit too low price for me. I'm not super excited about it. But maybe tomorrow if it can go to like $3 or something, that would be much more interesting. Oh, Baba. Yeah. I have to think about it. I have a lot of exposure. I can't buy much more stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna answer questions later. I just had too many things. I'm about 20 minutes behind today. It's just too stressful right now. Okay, I'll buy a couple of thousand. Okay, PCG, now I'm getting filled some more shares. Okay, Alibaba, I bought 2,700 shares. Nat gas is very strong. Small caps are very strong. Oil related things are very strong. Gold is weak. Gold is back into range and silver too. Alright. But both silver and gold charts, they're still intact, just pulling back into range. But so far they're both holding higher lows, so we'll see. Unless we break down, I'm still gonna track the gold and silver trades. So INMD is having a sick move from its breakout a couple of weeks ago. And from the last earnings report, which was only a few days after its IPO. The Sheg looks good. The Sheg is probably, it's probably buyable here with a low of the day stop. It looks great on the weekly chart. It's holding higher lows and now it's taking out the range, a year-long range. I kind of like this Sheg. Same with EVBG. This is a little bit thinner name, but FICO is a bit of a slower name, slower grower. RNG is a little bit extended, and the growth rates are not that great, considering how extended it is. So ISCE, I'm just tracking this thing. The buy point was here in the very low twos, which I missed. I was looking at it as it broke out. Now I feel kind of stupid about it since it more than doubled very fast. But it has a lot of volume. It already has more volume than it had whole of yesterday. So we'll see if this thing can keep grinding towards $6-7. TNK, I shouldn't even be looking at this thing, it's too thin for me, but it looks good. For those with smaller accounts, the 60 minute looks great. Building higher lows all the way. Same thing with DHD. EURN is not yet showing the strength, but it's holding up. Also higher lows all the way. All of them, they're surfing the rising 20 day. CP had earnings, just following the whole group higher with oil and nat gas. Man, a day like this in the middle of the earnings season, you don't want to be 20 minutes late. It's just unacceptable. Now I'm just trying to catch a breath here. This 5 has a very good looking base, multi-year base, higher lows all the way, has earnings in a month. Could be good for a longer term entry if it breaks this 135 area. AMED following through from this breakout that I unfortunately couldn't buy since it gapped up so much. But yeah, I think this thing goes to 200. Look at the weekly chart, it looks amazing. But yeah, the entry was in the low 140s, but no one could buy it there. It was up on air. No one could buy it there, unfortunately. Signet is trying to come out of a base, trying to reclaim the declining 150-day moving average. I think it has a lot of room to the upside if it can break. I'm gonna start stalking this thing. If you look at the weekly chart, had a multi-year down move and now it's just flagging off the lows. It's up about 60% of the lows and now it's just flagging. If it breaks this 1850 area, I mean, it could very easily go back to low mid-20s in my opinion. RAD is pulling back a little bit. I'll try to get some on the dip. If it can dip to high 9s, I may try to catch some there if I have some buying power, available buying power. Right now I don't. Right now I do not. Oh shit, I forgot about PCG. Let's see here. Whew! It actually stopped me out, I didn't see it. But I'm still in it since I didn't have a stop set. Okay, I was lucky there. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm stressed out, I'm just missing things and forgetting things. But yeah, 790 is gonna be my stop. Now I'm gonna set a hard stop for it. I have 50,000 shares short at 780 average. I'm risking 5 grand on it. You know what? 789 is gonna be my stop. So I'm risking 10 cents to potentially make. This is the 60-minute chart. I mean, why can't it fade back to low 7s today? It's been riding this purple and yellow lines the whole move, and You know, it could very easily fade back to this purple line today. We'll see. That's what I'm betting on. HRX, yeah, it keeps going higher for now. XNet. I mean, this thing is building a flag. I think this thing could break out of this 670 area and go to 10 bucks. Ideally, it goes sideways in this 660-50 area a couple more days, but I mean, why can't this thing go higher if it's flagging like this? Right now it's on my short watch list. It could also be a short. If it breaks below this 590, it could be a short, but Okay, I'm gonna go to questions soon. I just need to catch up with Twitter. What's this? Oh, this thing has sick earnings. Or they had last earnings report, but these are micro-cap names, so it's not tradable. A lot of opportunity in the micro-cap space. I just can't trade them. You know, stuff like this, you know, with the earnings that are on the table, it could easily double, triple from here. So guys, for you with tiny accounts, I mean, there's just so much more opportunity than for me. I mean, this thing looks great. FLGT. I can't even get news on this thing. It's such a small stock. 9th of September. Nope. I can't even find the earnings report PRs. But yeah, it looks great. 20 next, I think. With this kind of growth and this kind of estimates. Let's see here, PCG, what is it doing? So far it's built lower highs. It had a high here, had a lower high, and a marginally lower high here. I think if it breaks this 775 to downside, it could have a nice little fade. Okay, my current positions, MNK, I think they had earnings today, or if they will have earnings today, I don't know, I don't care. I'm up big on the position, you know, even if it gaps down 5-10%, it's not gonna matter. ENDP, same, I think they report tonight. Or have they already reported? No, I think they report tonight. No, ENDP reported yesterday and MNK reported yesterday also. Or this AM, I don't know which. Okay, good. So the earnings are out of the way. Not that they matter. They are trading more on bankruptcy risk. Let's see here. Apps, this is a long-time position for me. Also a long-term position, pulling back a little bit. The estimates still look good and the growth is good, but we'll see if it can hold my stop area. RLGY is not soon. I'll start selling more of this thing. Taking out new highs since I bought it. JD's fading back. Oh wait, BABA. Okay, BABA is holding up. Had a marginal breakup. If you look at the on the 60-minute chart, this thing has built higher lows all the way for the past month or so. You see this? Just higher lows all the way into this breakout. I don't know. It looks like it wants to go. But it's been a bit choppy. PCG is holding up so far. Shopify is breaking below its rising 150-day, which has been acting as support for many years. If you can look at the chart here, for multiple years this Shopify's surfed the 150-day, except for late last year. It was kind of below it for a long time, but overall it's been following the line, but now it looks like it's breaking below. This is a slower type of stock. Yeah, RNG, not exciting. PCG, will this thing stop me out? Wants to retest VWAP, looks like. CVBG looks good on the weekly. I really like it. If I had some buying power, I would probably buy a little bit. It's a thin stock, so nothing big, but it looks good. Same thing with Sheg. Okay, PCG I got stopped out. Fine. That's fine. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out why Shake Shack is down 20% on the day. Let's see, guidance. Guidance looks decent. Okay. So the same store sales growth there are guiding lower. Okay, that explains the bad stock reaction. Now alerts are starting to trigger. I'm still stalking this TAL. It's flagging on the 60-minute. Looks great on the weekly chart and has great growth, great estimates. Yeah, now everything is triggering. Let's look at Real. RPD is still building a base after its big multi-year move. Actually has a, if you look at the weekly chart, has clean range here in the 53 area. Probably needs at least a few more weeks. The numbers look good and the guidance looks good. Oh, never mind. They're actually guiding for a small loss next quarter. The revenue is okay. Okay, the guidance isn't that exciting. Tandem. I've been trading this thing over the years. 2018 was an insane year for it. Now it's been flagging a year-long base after its big move in 2018 and early 2019. Went up 2,100%. And once this thing breaks higher, it's gonna go up 50% very fast. I really do believe that. Let's see here. Well, big beat this quarter. Narrows full year 19 revenue 350. Okay, not super exciting guidance, but looks decent. I'm gonna put it on my watch list. FN, I think it's a slower type of a name. Yeah, it's nothing here. GSX, ultra fast growing China education stock. Look at the revenue growth, 441%. That's insane. High multiple, but beast. Wait, it's a mid cap. Oh, it's a very thin stock, but it's actually almost 4 billion in market cap. I wouldn't have believed that. I thought this was a micro cap. Let's say Peloton. Now this is something you don't want to see on a loss-making growth stock where they see increasing losses for the next year. That's not great. Wow. They are really good at losing money. They lost 3 times as much money as the analyst consensus. That's amazing. The revenue growth is good. And the revenue guidance is good too. Otherwise this stock would be down 30%. Let's see, Uber. How many billions did they lose this quarter? What's Lyft doing? Yeah, Lyft is down too. I think Uber and Lyft, they're gonna take a long time before they bottom. There's so much air in these stocks. It's just amazing loss-making machines. Yeah, PCG has steadily reclaimed VWAP. It's building higher lows. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to mid high eights today. But I will set an alert for it in case it loses VWAP. Let's see here. After below, okay. Accept. In case it loses VWAP later. CDE I know had earnings and now it's strong after a very weak open. They see a profit for next year. 16-cent profit for next year. And in 2016 they made a 10-cent profit and the stock was at 16. So why can't this thing triple? Especially if silver overall breaks out. Alright. Maybe goes on my list. XNet starting to go green here. Alright, questions. I got question. How was it possible to day trade with a small account? According to, well, it's not very easy to trade. You know what I did? I opened an offshore broker. Let's see. This is how I got, because I got over the 25k limit. I got my account to like 40-50k or something. Then I kind of blew up. I was down to below 25k again. So I opened up Shirt Trader, and there's another one too. I think it's like Trade Zero. Like these are, I think they're both Bahamas based. But I personally use this Shirt Trader to be able to day trade below the PDT rule. That's how I did. Shirt Trader is dead, no more. Okay. Why not? I mean, they still have a homepage. And they're still tweeting. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Well, then I guess it's this Trade Zero. I don't know anything about these guys. I know a couple of traders who use it and recommend it, but yeah. Those are your alternatives if you are under the PDT rule. Those are your alternatives. Because it's very hard to day trade if you have less than 25k. It's very hard. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Thanks for the link. I didn't know. Okay, yeah. AGRX, well, I'm stalking it for a short. I'm not gonna do it today. It's or will I? Nah, no, I'm not gonna do it today. I wanted to have one more up day. It's kind of low priced, and yeah, it is up 500% from the lows 5 days ago. But no, I'm not gonna touch it today. I'm just stalking it. ENDP, it's nearing my first stop. MNK is holding up better. Apps is bouncing a little bit from the AM weakness. Tiva is reversing lower. MU is down on the day. OLED is reversing lower. PBR is holding up. TDOC reversing lower. Yeah. Baba probably gonna get stopped out. This is a shop fest. Just gonna put in some stops. Let's see. Yin is up on the day, and JD is. No, wait. Where's JD? JD had some nice follow through. I sold some into this strength. Tiny bit of shares. But so far, decent follow through from yesterday's. If you look at a weekly chart, you see this? It just broke out of this range. I mean, it looks great. Looks great. It looks great. Shopify is breaking lower. RPD is kind of weak. RPD, I'm gonna put it in this watch list here. What platform does TradeZero use? Do they have their own platform, or are they using like Dust Trader or something? Because I've been thinking about opening a TradeZero account, but I didn't do it when I found out they were offshore. Since I heard they had good borrows. But I don't think it's kind of worth it for me to open up another account. I already have a gazillion accounts. Yeah, now it's kind of slowing down on the day. I was really stressed out during the first 45 minutes or so after the open. What is this? Why is this thing up 60% in 10 minutes? Holy shit. Ultra thin microcap stock, but oh, okay, they released some abstracts. Energy having followed through from yesterday. Metals are having followed through from yesterday. Nasdaq just went green again. Alright, I'm back. Let's see here. Tandem. Shippers are pulling back. CRC, I may start stalking it. It's up 100% in 3 sessions. My stop was 789. I'm out since I like 30 minutes ago on PCG. NIO is having a big move off the lows. Look at this. Broke out yesterday from a bottom base. Let's see here. A lot of software names are down quite a bit today. A lot of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. Ever is also going lower with the software names, and Shake. Let's see what PCG is doing here. I don't see it. It's kind of middle of the range. I don't know. Maybe late day. I don't really see a trade here right now. I really hope HRX holds up today. The volume is big. The volume is already bigger than it was the day before yesterday, and it's almost much volume as yesterday. I think this thing could easily have 35-40 million in volume today. It's already at 19 million, and yesterday had 29 million. So we will see. Yeah, I have to go do some oh shit, I'm almost getting stopped out of BABA here. Such a choppy short, but as long as it holds higher lows, it's fine. It is fine. Okay, I'll cut the stream now. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.